Hey, it's Greg from His Dolls, and today we have something very special.
All my life I've been trying to be me.
Okay, so today I am filming an unboxing, which I'm sure you saw from the thumbnail and the description, the Trixie Mattel doll. Right now it's just a plain brown box, but this is kind of the standard shipping you get with Integrity Toys, which is the company who made the Trixie Mattel doll. It's not your like typical playline, like videos I have on my channel so far of playline dolls, specifically Rainbow High. This is my first Integrity dolls, but I've seen other people review them. So it's kind of a different process with an Integrity doll. But as you can see, we just have a plain brown box. We had the main shipping box that came in that had all the shipping information. And then down here, you can see the Trixie doll by Integrity Toys. So I haven't even opened it yet. I'm so excited. So let's go ahead and open it together. And we're opening it. I have it upside down. Okay, now it's not upside down. We can see this. Let's see if we can go ahead. I'm gonna remove the box. I don't want to drop it. Okay, so we have the doll. We have this box in wrapper, wrapped paper box. So let's go ahead, move the wrapper and show off the doll. And it is amazing. Also, I want to say right off the bat, the quality of this box is way better than anything I expected. I was not expecting, like, this is like really thick cardboard. This is super nice box. Oh, I'm so excited. I just want to like look at her. Like, she is so beautiful. And I've been waiting on this doll for so long. So actually, let's start there. So the Trixie Mattel doll is made by Integrity Toys, like I said earlier. And Integrity Toys is kind of it's a family-owned business that you're not gonna find their products in like stores like Walmart or Target or anything like that, or Amazon. They make very high quality dolls, and they have for many years. And they do a process. They have different clubs you can be in, and they announce certain dolls at certain times, and you can like pre-order them. And that's what this doll was. On November 8th, my bad. On November 8th of 2021, Trixie Mattel and Integrity Toys made an announcement that they were doing pre-orders for the Trixie doll. And they showed like a prototype of the doll. We didn't see the packaging or anything like that. It was just the doll, and we got to see the guitar. And you could pre-order the doll then, and pre-orders closed on November 26th of 2021. So unfortunately, if you did not make the pre-order, you can no longer purchase this doll through Integrity Toys. It would have to be through a secondhand seller of some kind. But they were only making enough for the pre-orders. And I'm a fan of Drag Race, a fan of Trixie Mattel, a fan of dolls, as you can tell. So like, when I heard this was a thing, I pre-ordered on the first day. And I'm very excited because now I get to have this incredible doll. Also, the dolls are being shipped out in 3 batches. So if you did make a pre-order and you haven't received yours yet, you should be getting an email soon from Integrity Toys. And they are doing an A batch, a B batch, and a C batch. I believe B batch is mid-September and C batch is early October. I pre-ordered her within the first day that the announcements were made. So I ended up being in batch A. I believe they did it by like first come, like first people to order were in batch A, and so on and so forth. So I was in batch A, and I went ahead when the listing, they sent it out. You make like, I think it was a $35 pre-order, and then it was $110 to finish the purchasing of her plus shipping. So the doll in total was $145, which is very expensive when you compare it to a typical playline doll like a Rainbow High doll. But when we get into her details, you'll see why she was so much. Again, this is a higher quality collector doll. This isn't something you just like give to, you know, a 10-year-old to play with. I mean, you could, but I'm not gonna spend that much on a doll like this to give it to like someone so young, just to like be played with. I feel like this is more of a collector's piece, and I think that's its intended purpose. So like I was saying, it was $145. You had to pay the $35 pre-order price back in November of 2021. And then these were supposed to ship out early to mid 2022. And I think it did get pushed back by a little bit because we're kind of in later 2022 now. Because today, what is it? late August. I don't remember the exact day. I'm too excited to think of the date, but like it's late August now. So now let's just kind of, I'm trying not to like let the light reflect on her too much. Let's go ahead and get into the box. So right off the bat, you can see Trixie Mattel here and the doll here. They're wearing the exact same look. And something's kind of cool, Trixie mentioned it in a video when she announced the doll was coming out. She actually, this is an original look. Like it's not a look she's worn on tour, on Drag Race or anything like that. It's an original look she made specifically for this doll, and then she had the look of the doll made for her. So like this is like an original look made specifically for the doll, which is kind of cool. I would have loved some of her drag race looks, especially her All-Stars finale look. Incredible. But I think this represents more of like who Trixie is. Like this looks more Trixie than even her All-Stars finale, in my opinion. But so you have a picture of Trixie and she's like admiring the doll, which is really cool. And then you have the doll who is absolutely beautiful. She's wearing the dress and she has the guitar, and this guitar is a replica of Trixie's hummingbird guitar that she actually plays on tour. So it's like they decided to make a replica of her exact guitar for little Trixie, which is so cool. It's a really cool piece. Then other than that, you can see on this side, I don't know how well it's going to show up with the glare, but okay, there we go. You can see there's miniature vinyls of Trixie Mattel records, which is amazing. And then you have this really nice, it's like a plastic right here, then the Trixie doll on the front. Yeah, it's really nice. I thought I had a scratch on mine or something, but I don't. Then it's this really thick cardboard on the side. On the top we have the Trixie doll. On the sides we have the pattern continued, really nice, the Trixie doll again, Trixie doll. And on the bottom, we have information about Integrity Toys. And then on the back, we have some more promo images. So here is Trixie Mattel in the exact same look as the doll. And here's Trixie and the doll again. And then there's a little excerpt here. It says, "Oh honey, world famous drag queen and skinny legend Trixie is here. She's 12 inches of vinyl and hard plastic, now with moving parts." I want to see if you guys can still see it. I'm trying to read it. Now with moving parts that lets you pose and pose and pose for hours for hours of unbelievable fun, you know, pun from her show. With her 60s inspired fashion, accessories, luxurious blonde hair, and gorgeous makeup, she's just like the real Trixie. So whether you're filming a makeup tutorial, writing songs for a new album, or creating a sickening new blush palette, the Trixie doll by Integrity Toys is sure to be your new best Judy. So I like it. It's a lot of references, like a lot of things you can pull back to Trixie, her show with Katya, her albums, everything. Yeah, okay. But now let's go ahead and actually, ooh, the lighting's changed a bit. I'm going to remove this cover. You see it removes right here. And it's just like, I guess like a dust cover is what you call it. It's a very similar thing for collector dolls. I know some of the, well, I think all of the Disney limited edition dolls, like this Kita right here, she had a box that had a similar removable feature. So now we can see Trixie up close without all the glare. She looks so beautiful. She has so much hair. The original one, it had a decent amount of hair, but this looks like a lot more hair than that. You can see her and all of her accessories. So I know some people, collectors, don't unbox dolls, but like I'm an out of box doll collector, so I'm definitely going to be removing her. And typically I do film my unboxings on my channel, but this is such a delicate process. I don't know if I'm going to, so let's see. So first, this inner box can be removed, like the box that Trixie's inside of. So I'm gonna see there what we have. Okay, so I just found a new feature about the doll that I didn't even know about, and I'm so excited. This is so cool. So again, this is the, let me show you. This is the outer part that had the little excerpt. It's just an outer box. And then here's the inner box. And then on the back, we have some extra hands and some accessories. You can see her earrings right there. And something I did not know would be included. We have a custom Trixie Mattel stand for the Trixie doll, which is absolutely amazing. I thought I was gonna have to order a Kaiser stand off of Amazon for the doll, but she comes with her own, like, it has the Trixie Mattel logo right there. And then the doll's fastened in with all these ribbons. So I'm gonna cut off real quick. I'm gonna undo these ribbons, and when we come back, we can look at the doll. So I flipped the camera around so we could actually look at all of her details more closer, but this is the Trixie doll unpackaged. Starting with the packaging, I'd like to say it was a very delicate process. There was a lot of strings. It was like she was packaged really well, like really, really well. But unpackaging her took a lot more time than your typical Playline doll by far. Like, she had a hair net, she had ribbons and different ties all over her body. So it was a very difficult process to unpackage, but it was well packaged. Like, she stayed great in the package. But now that she's out of the package, let's go ahead and look at the doll up close. So I'm gonna move her up close. I'm gonna take her off of her stand, which, by the way, the stand is a saddle stand. You just push comes with like a pole and you push it in. Then it has a little saddle part for her to sit on. And here is the Trixie doll up close. And she is so beautiful. Like, she looks incredible. So I am, as I said earlier, a fan of Trixie Mattel and fan of Drag Race. And I love drag dolls. There's one other drag queen that actually has a line of dolls based off of some of her looks, and that's Manila Luzon. And I do own almost every single doll she's released from that line, except for one. If you guys ever want a review on that, let me know. But there's some pretty cool dolls, but this is like a much higher quality since it was done with Integrity Toys. And the makeup on this is incredible. So if you know Trixie, like you can see in her art back there, if you know Trixie, she has a very signature, iconic kind of makeup look. And it is translated so well onto this doll. You have like the cheek cut crease. Well, not cut crease. Sorry, I'm not a makeup person. The cheek contour. You have like the overdrawn lips and lip liner. Then you have her very exaggerated like mascara eyeliner and the white makeup underneath. I'm not a makeup person. I don't know all the makeup terms, but I think this doll represents Trixie's like makeup and how she does her face and everything incredibly well. And then another really cool feature is the hair. So Trixie's known again for wearing very big blonde hair, like over the top hair. And they managed to really achieve that style in this doll. Like, she has huge, very soft, very bouncy curls. And I think there's a little bit of product, like the tiniest amount on the ends of the curls. But I don't really feel product anywhere else. But I don't plan on like washing her hair or anything like that because I think it's styled perfectly. It looks amazing. And like I said, in the box, she actually does have a hairnet that keeps her hairstyle safe while traveling. Then up here, she has this little fabric bow, and I'm not gonna pull it out, but I'm pretty sure it's stuck in with a pin that goes into the doll's head. And it is the same fabric as the dress. It's really nice. It's like a silky material, I'd say, kind of. But it's really nice. And then she has the huge bump. And I will say, if you look close enough on mine, you can see a dark spot here in her hair. And I don't know if that's gonna even show up, but like right in the middle of the bump, it may be like what's underneath holding the hair up or a product or something. I don't wanna mess with it. Like, it doesn't bother me enough to try to like remove it. So I'm gonna leave it there, but I do wanna say that that was something. And then she has rooted eyelashes, huge rooted eyelashes. You can see how far they come out of the face here. Like, that is a lot of eyelash, which again is incredible for Trixie because she's known for big lashes along with everything else makeup wise being big. And I think that's kind of it. Oh, and these earrings, actually. Let's talk about the earrings. So they came packaged in the back of the box as extra accessories. She's not wearing these when you get her. And again, this is my first Integrity doll, but I've watched reviews of other Integrity dolls, and it's a very common feature to have problems with putting the earrings in. Like, earrings can break pretty easily. What I've seen other people suggest is taking like a thumbtack and then putting that into the ear, pushing it in and pulling it out, and it like expands like the hole for the peg of the earring to go in, and it goes in a lot easier. And I did have trouble with this earring. I got a little scared, but after using the thumbtack, it ended up working out great. No broken pegs. They went in perfectly and they look great on her. So yeah, those were one of her extra accessories that were on the back of the box. And also on the back of the box was her ring. And this does, like, it's a little metal piece here and it can come off. I put it on this finger, just stuck it on a random one. It's a really nice ring. Super pretty, very easy, like slips on, slips off. Pretty, not complicated at all to put that on. And then the last thing that came with her extra accessories on the back is she came with a pair of open, I'm trying to grab both here, sorry. Open manicured hands. So she comes with extra pair of hands with pink fingernails, and these are longer fingernails. The pair of hands she comes with on while playing the guitar, they are not as long manicures, they're much shorter nails. So this is just another option, and these come like you can plug them in and plug them out, just like Rainbow High hand would, or most other doll lines. Next, let's talk about this guitar. So I haven't removed it yet. I'm gonna try now. Here is the guitar we talked about earlier. It's a replica of I have a rubber band right here on the middle of it. Let me get this off. I just broke off a piece. I'll have to find that later. If you see right here, I was taking off the rubber band and knocked off one of these little silver divots at the end. I'll find it. It's somewhere in here. But it looks like you can just like push it back in, but still not a big deal. This is a replica of Trixie's actual guitar, which is really cool. It has actual strings on it. It's hollowed out at this part, so it's a hollow on the inside. I don't know if that sound made any difference. It has Trixie's little symbol up there. Then you have this white adjustable strap. I need to cut this actually. Let me cut this rubber band real quick. There we go. So it has a white adjustable strap to go around Trixie to hold the guitar on her. It's really nice. Got painted like details around the edges. It's just super nice. And actually you can see the actual guitar right here because this is a photo of Trixie. This is her with the actual guitar. So I think it's a very faithful replica. It looks great, which is a really cool piece. But now we can get into, now that we've covered all the accessories, let's go ahead and just get into the doll herself. So again, I'm gonna grab her off of her saddle stand and move her up close. So first off, of course, first thing you're gonna notice is this very bright floral 60s inspired bell sleeve dress, which the bell sleeves are amazing. And the dress is lined, you can see from right in here, on both sides of course. And then she has this really nice separate piece, I do believe. Let me see in the back. Yes, it is a separate piece. It loops in to a piece of string, a thread back there. So this belt is a separate piece, which is really nice. And then the dress is, again, lined, very nice. It's very soft, kind of, I don't know if satin's the word. I'm not great with fabric types, but it's a very soft, silky material. And then back here, if we move it, we can see that she has the clasp feature that's on the belt, also on her dress for taking her dress on and off. I'm not gonna be taking her dress on because I don't have anything else I'd want her to be in. Like, I feel like this is a complete look. I don't want to mess with it. And then a really cool feature is underneath she has matching underwear for the dress, which is really cool. And from here you can also notice that she is wearing nude sheer leggings, like an actual drag queen would. Trixie Mattel said in her video this is a feature that she was excited for her to have. Then we move down here, and then this right here, I believe this is just a protective thing for shipping. So I'll take these off now while removing her go-go boots. So these are super nice. They're like a very soft faux leather material, very nice. Like they're actual, like you can see all the threading in it. It's very high detail. And back here we have these super tiny zippers. So go ahead and take this off. Well, actually, I don't even know if I want to touch the zipper. Here we go. I'll just move it with my finger now. So I can get this off. So I will, let me actually see how easily this comes off. Okay. So I think the reason she has this protective thing in is this fabric right here. It has like some glue, so probably while it was drying, they didn't want it to be attached to the tights. So I believe we can remove this now. At least I'm going to anyway, because I'm not changing her outfit. Okay, it's taped. So we remove, sorry, I didn't realize I was on camera. This is my first time doing up close, but it was just taped, so now I'm removing that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put her boot back on. Actually, before we do that, you can see she has like, kind of like your typical Barbie shaped feet. So we'll put that back on. No articulation at the ankles. And we'll then zip her boot back up. If I can get this very tiny zipper. There we go. I'm just gonna push it up the rest of the way. Okay, I'll get it the rest of the way when I can actually use both hands better. And I'm not looking through just a little camera. So now I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. Unzip the boot. And actually, I don't even need to take it off all the way because I've already shown her feet. So now let's just go ahead and find the tape that is keeping this on. I think I found it right here. Okay, there we go. So see, I'll just remove this tape and then this plastic should just come off. There we go. And now I can just push this back up to zipper boots. Oh, I got that one all the way. Can I get this one all the way? Did it catch her tights? No. I think there's just a... Yeah, I just hit a difficult part in the fabric. There we go. Boots back up. So that's kind of all the features of the doll. But now let's actually talk about her articulation. So she has movement in the wrist. It's a little stiff at first, but she does have wrist articulation. At the elbow, at the shoulder. Then she has the full, like, I think it's called 360 movement. She can go side angle, she can look up, she can look down. Not a lot of motion, like it's kind of stiff, like this is as far down as she'll look, but it's enough for me, definitely still nice. Then same in the other arm, of course. And then she has chest articulation, I do believe. Actually, maybe she doesn't. No, she definitely does. I can see the chest joint through the dress here. Let's see. There we go. I just had to hold her hip. So she has chest articulation, which is nice. She has the upper leg and then knee. And it can also swivel. So I didn't realize I didn't show it. So she also has a knee and she can swivel her legs. So she can do a variety of really great poses. And yeah, I think that's all the features we need to look at up close. So I'm gonna switch the camera back around and kind of give like my last minute thoughts. Okay, so we're switched back around now. And one thing I can't believe I forgot to show you guys because it's so cool is Trixie doll comes with the miniature versions of her records. I know I showed it in the box, but she came with these 3 records, which, these 3 records right here, which is really cool. And as far as these records, the other 2 didn't really kind of move. I didn't want to mess up packaging. I didn't think they came out at all at first, but this one moved a bit and I did pull it out, but it's just a plain record. There's nothing like written on it or any colors or anything like that. But I still think this was such a cool accessory to have, is having some of her records. I don't know. I think it's a really cool piece to include. But yes, that is everything on the Trixie doll. I am absolutely in love with her. I don't need to grab her, but honestly, I just want to hold her again. She is absolutely incredible. She is so beautiful. She has great hair. I think she represents Trixie Mattel very well. Like, shares her likeness incredibly well. Like, look at the photo of her back there and the doll here. It's incredible. It's a very well-made doll. She comes with really good quality, and I have zero regrets paying for her whatsoever. As far as if I recommend her to other people, one, I feel like that's a kind of difficult question, because she is now only going to be available through secondhand, like eBay, or if you find a store that sells certain collector dolls, they might be selling her, because it was a pre-order only, like, exclusive item. So even the price I paid, $145, I feel like it was worth it, but I know that's like really pricey for some people. But even now, if you go to buy her, she's probably going to be a lot more than $145 for people reselling her. So I think it really comes down to you, like me as a Drag Race fan, as a dog collector, as someone who's a fan of Trixie Mattel and her music. Like, this was no second guesses. I had to have it. Like, it was an immediate, like, yes, that's the type of doll I want. I've been really looking forward to this doll. I've been really excited for her. I'm so happy she's here. She actually exceeded my expectations. And again, she does have kind of a simple look compared to a lot of the dolls I like. Like, for example, Joel Richie back there is one of my favorite Rainbow High dolls. And she's like so like luxurious and stuff. But like, I think this like simplistic, like the dress, but then it's in the like small details. It's like the nude sheer leggings, the huge hair with the matching bow, the earrings that like dangle, which are really cool, the makeup, like it's all those little things that kind of pull this together into such a complete and perfect look. And again, it represents someone that I like. So if you want her, I'd say go get her, and I wish you the absolute best of luck getting a Trixie doll, because they're so incredible, amazing, and I wish Integrity had like bought some and like to keep on their store for afterwards, because I'm sure there's a lot of people who didn't even know about this doll going on pre-order. But I absolutely love her. I'm so excited to have her in my collection. She is incredible, she is beautiful, and she's definitely going to be a standout and one of the proud pieces that I own for the rest of my collecting days. So if you guys have any more questions or anything about the Trixie Mattel doll that I didn't go over, or things you want to know that you think I can answer, definitely comment them down below and I'll answer as best as I can. Or you can go to my Instagram, which is his.dolls. I'll also be tagging that down below in the description. And I'll be sharing photos of her and answering some questions there if anybody has any. And I would appreciate a follow, a like, a subscribe if you enjoyed any of this content. I have a lot more stuff coming. I think I have gushed over her enough. It is time to end this video. So I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.